What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I wanted to go over the newest event happening in Pokemon Go, which is going to be a fantastic event for PvP players. This event has a ton of stuff going on with it. A new Pokemon being released that's going to be very strong in the Great League and Ultra League metas. It has a lot of legacy moves available, and of course, it has a Go Battle Week event going on at the same exact time. A lot of stuff to go over, so let's get into it. All right, so first up, we have that Go Battle Week going on right now. It's going to be probably the biggest Go Battle Week event that we've had in a long time. Normally, you have like a Go Battle weekend, maybe a day or two of having 100 battles, but no, we have 6 full days of 100 battles. It starts on Tuesday, it goes all the way till Sunday. You have all of those days to have basically as many battles as you could ever play. I always try to get as many battles as I can in during these events, but I mean, 6 days of 100 battles every single day, I might not even be able to get that in, but it's a lot of battles, a lot of options for you to play to grind out Stardust and stuff as well if you want to. You can see the bonuses here. You get 4 times Stardust from wins. You're able to play, as I said, 100 battles every single day. There's a free timed research here as well, where you can get some avatar items if you haven't already unlocked them from the Go Battle League. And of course, as they normally do in these events, when you encounter a Pokemon in the Go Battle League, you're able to have a much wider variance of attack, defense, and HP, which basically means that they're not locked to that 10-10-10 floor. You can actually get PvP IV Pokemon from PvP, which I mean, I wish that was always a feature, but it's always nice when it's here for these events. And this event is happening right on the league rotation, which means that Open Great League, Open Ultra League, and Open Master League will all be available. And because we have a lot of good new Pokemon and moves being released during this event, it's going to make it so you can test them all out right now in the Go Battle League. With this event, we have a brand new Pokemon coming into the game as well, Corviknight. I've talked about this Pokemon so much on the channel. Its moveset has gone over many changes, honestly, in the last couple of weeks here. I believe that the moveset they've settled on here is Sand Attack and Steel Wing as the fast moves, and then Sky Attack, Iron Head, and Payback as the charge moves, which I think that is probably the most balanced way they could go with this. I really like the Sand Attack coverage as the fast move. It's a very low damaging fast move, but Ground type coverage helps it out quite a bit by giving it coverage into Steel, Electric, and Fire type Pokemon, which generally are going to be the best answers to this pick. And I mean, having a bit more of an energy generation fast move gives it a little bit of a unique playstyle that Skarmory didn't really have. I think, from what I can tell, this Pokemon's going to play out a lot more like a Registeel did than a Skarmory, because you have a lot less fast move pressure, you're a lot more charge move reliant on knocking things out. Like, you're not going to be able to just go for a fire down against a jump left, right? You have to land 2 Sky Attacks against it there, just like how with Registeel, you can't really lock on things down. There's not going to be a lot of matchups where you can Sand Attack things down, although because it is a ground type move, it's a good coverage move. There are some Pokemon that it's going to do a bit more damage to, and potentially you won't need to go quite as hard for setting up a Sand Attack down. Unfortunately, this Pokemon is only going to be available through lures and through eggs, magnetic lures at that, so you have to spend a bit of money to get this Pokemon, unfortunately, but it is going to be such a strong pick. You better go out and get one during this event. I don't know if it's going to be common after this or not. But the big thing about it, too, is by having it from lure modules, we will actually be able to get good PvP IVs on this. Although I did actually see that Rookidee might be a reward in the Go Battle League here when the event starts, so that could be very helpful during this Go Battle Week. With the IV floor lowered, it's going to make it so maybe you can get a PvP IV Corviknight just from playing PvP itself. So that is hopefully good news, as long as that's actually true. I do think it is. I think people from Australia have reported this already, so potentially that is one way to get it without paying money, but you do have to play the Go Battle League for that. So, I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably care about the Go Battle League enough to not have that be a concern, but I know casual players might not be as happy about this. Next up, we have the ability to remove frustration coming back. We did just have a Rocket event where we were able to remove frustration, but because I know that was a pretty quick event and there has been so many good Shadows released, it's going to be nice to have a bit more time to TM off frustration if you did forget, or if you just get a new Shadow Pokemon that's going to be very good here in the next couple of days. You can do that while this event is going on, so frustration is going to be able to be TM'd away. Make sure to do that on any Pokemon that you have that at least even remotely looks like it's a PvP Pokemon. You don't know when the next frustration event's going to be, so always take advantage of those while you can. The event spawns here, too, are looking pretty good. Clefairy, Machop, Totodile, Marill, Hoppip, Paldean, Wooper, Shieldon, Bunnelby, Carbink, and Marini. Basically, every single one of those Pokemon is good and some sort in the Go Battle League. Clefairy is much better in Ultra League than it is in Great League. Machop is a little bit outdated, but like Totodile for Alligator, that's a fantastic Pokemon. Marill, I mean, Azumarill is everywhere in the Go Battle League. Hoppip as well. We're going to see a ton of Jump Up. Maybe not as many now that Corviknight's being released, but it's still a very strong Pokemon. Paldean Wooper, which evolves into Clodsire, is one of the best Pokemon in the entire meta. Once again, Corviknight might shut that down a little bit more, but it's still a very strong pick. Shieldon, I mean, we haven't seen too much Bastiodon, but I guess it's an option if you don't have one and you want to build one. Shieldon will be in the wild. Funnelby, especially with this new Shadow Diggersby that came out, is going to be fantastic to be able to grind out those XLs for. And I mean, if you just want to build one of your own that you don't have a regular Diggersby, one of the best Pokemon right now in the Open Great League, especially with that Fire Punch buff this season. We also see Carbink, a Pokemon that never has been top meta, but has always been on the fringe of the meta. It's been an annoying XL Pokemon, hard to get XL candies for, so always good to see that in events like this. And Marini, I think Toxapex, even though it's a bit more of an RPS Pokemon, is still a very strong Pokemon right now, so make sure to grind out those XLs if you don't already have them. These are all very strong Pokemon in PvP, so make sure to grind them out if you don't have any of these. Even if you do, it's always nice to grind them out, maybe you can get a better rank one, and I always love to see events like this with fantastic wild spawns. And finally, we have some legacy moves coming back into the game that you can get on your Pokemon by evolving them. We have Machamp that can get the move Karate Chop, which is a legacy fast move, one of the best fighting type fast moves in the game right now. We have Feraligatr that, of course, can get Hydro Cannon, Quagsire with Aqua Tail, Licky Licky with Body Slam, Corviknight, which, I mean, I don't know why they're releasing it with a legacy move already, but it will get Iron Head as a legacy move, which I think is going to be the preferred moveset. Make sure you get Iron Head Corviknight during this event so you don't have to Elite TM it. And then Clodsire with Mega Horn, which is pretty useless, actually. You don't normally see Mega Horn on Clodsire, but I mean, maybe if you don't have one, it's good to have that for coverage. Maybe in a future meta, it's going to be a good moveset, but right now, it's not the best. Unfortunately, that means that you have to evolve these Pokemon. If you already have a Clodsire, you aren't going to be able to TM it. It's going to have to be a new one that you have to evolve right now to get these moves. That goes for every single one of these Pokemon. But Pokemon like Machamp, Feraligatr, and the Quagsire here all have had their Shadow variants in these Team Rocket events. You can TM off a Shadow Machop during this event, evolve it to get a Shadow Machamp with Karate Chop, same with Feraligatr, same with Quagsire with their signature moves. So that is fantastic to see. If you don't have any of these Pokemon built, you don't have to waste Elite TMs on them. You can build them during this event and get the benefits of all of these moves. So make sure to go out there in this event, grind out all of these wild spawns, TM off all the frustration Pokemon that you have in your inventory, evolve the legacy move Pokemon as well, because there's so many of these good Pokemon that are getting their moves for free during this event. And of course, Corviknight, it's coming out. That Pokemon is going to be one of the best new meta additions that we've seen. I don't know how RPS it's going to be. I don't know how good it's actually going to be, but I mean, on paper, it looks very strong. I'm excited to try it out here. I'm definitely going to be uploading a couple videos on gameplay of Corviknight in the next couple of days. So if you want to see videos like that, make sure to drop a subscription here. I'm going to be very happy to try these Pokemon out, see what teams you can come up with them, and potentially Corviknight could be one of the new best Pokemon in the meta. These events that we've been getting recently have honestly been some of the best that we've had for Pokemon Go PvP. I know the state of the game isn't always the best right now. A lot of one-turn lags, a lot of inconsistencies with visuals not updating, sometimes games freezing. But I do like the effort with all of these Pokemon that are being good for PvP. You know, new releases like Corviknight, Darkspawn, the new shadows that we got in this previous event, and the Stardust bonuses that we've had recently, and of course just the full-on Go Battle Week event here, where you have a lot of battles, where you have these legacy moves coming out to the game for free as well. I mean, it's looking good for the event side of things. I just hope that the state of the game of PvP does improve in the near future. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos to the channel, more analysis on new Pokemon coming out, new events in the game that could help out PvP players, and of course more gameplay videos in the Go Battle League. So if you want to see more videos like that, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you again for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.